on the rocks.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I literally met guys that I haven't seen in
Thank you.
41 years.
41 years. High school.
Yeah.
Can I see that bottle?
Yeah.
See, it's all in Japanese in the back. See that?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I had that at a little bar in Kyoto.
Really?
Yeah.
Kikori whiskey. Pete brought us this. Dessert from rice and just Kumamoto, Japan. Aged 3 years in barrels. Great. Let's taste it. You guys can't, huh? Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice to meet you. Cheers. Thank you.
What did it say? Kompai?
Kanpai. Oh, this is good. Very good.
There you go.
A little spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Little barrel.
Is it a single malt?
Hmm?
Is it single malt or
I believe it's a single.
blended? It doesn't say. I think it's blended. Batch 4. Wow. Great. We'll be finishing this up by the time we finish this.
Oh, yeah.
No, let's put this right here.
We'll be sleeping here, too.
Yeah. No, so thank you for coming.
100%. Yeah.
It's great to, I mean, you have your podcast.
Yeah.
Right? And you are tell me if I offend you by saying this, but traveling salesman.
100%.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Almost 16 years now.
16 years?
For this set of companies.
Oh, so what were you doing before?
Ooh. Several things.
Okay, so before we go on, you have a podcast show.
Yeah. Called The Travel Wins.
Travel Wins. And it came out of your traveling around the world.
Yeah.
Globe-trotting, right?
Yep.
And it was your business? Is that how it came about?
Well, I'm an independent contractor.
Right.
And I rep a couple companies, and so I travel.
Okay.
And I just decided to start talking to other people that travel.
That's great.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
And you have like 300 and some episodes
And
already, right?
I was editing 327 today.
Wow, that's great. And then your hat actually shows that you sell Stetsons.
Yeah.
And your shoes.
Boots. Yeah.
Look at mine. I wore this just for you, but no, it's not a cowboy boots. But
Yeah.
no. So, well, how did you get into this? I mean, what were you doing before? I got to settle down because I want to ask so many questions. No, so because I used to travel too a lot,
Yeah.
like crazy, which I hated. And you do that still, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you've been doing that for 16 years, you said?
Yeah.
And prior to that, you were traveling too, or no?
Not as much. Well, I've had a couple of different careers in my lifetime.
Yeah. Everybody does.
Yeah. Right before doing what I do now, I was a commercial real estate agent.
What?
Commercial real estate.
Where? Here? In LA?
In the South Bay.
Really?
Yeah. I worked for Grubb & Ellis, and then I worked for...
Grubb & Ellis? Wow.
I worked for Trammell Crow.
Trammell Crow, yes, I know.
Trammell Crow was purchased by CBRE.
Yeah, CBRE.
So I went to work for
Old banker Richard Ellis, yes.
Yeah, I went to work for an independent developer, and then the economy crashed.
When was that?
2008.
Is that the mortgage crisis?
Yeah. When AIG went from a AAA to a
Of
AA.
course, yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you know, because I don't think you know.
I do. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah,
I was an investment banker before.
Yeah.
And I was in Wall Street. I was in private equity. And then when I turned into acting, I started doing real estate. So Trammell Crow actually did development down in Orlando.
Yeah, they're still doing development now.
Okay.
But
and I did the financing for that a long time ago as a private equity.
you should have been there the day that they announced the sale.
Yeah.
We went into the big conference room and
You were there?
yeah.
Wow. And then after that, AIG, I mean, I was intimately, I used to go into their main office in New York, have a meeting there, AIG and AIU, which is just couldn't believe that they actually went bust,
And they just downgraded one click, but it made all their loans come due in present.
Right. So you were involved in that, and you said,
well,
no
yeah,
more.
a lot of our investors were tied into AIG.
Right, but you said no more. I don't want to deal with this.
Well, I mean, the economy development was off 98%.
Right.
So my friend was like, "What are you going to do?"
Yeah.
Like,
but how did you get into that? Let's go back even further.
Uh-oh.
Are you from LA or no? Where were you born?
Born in Phoenix.
Arizona.
Then at the age of 10, my family moved us to San Diego.
Okay.
Then at the age of 15, my dad moved us up to Irvine, Orange County.
Okay. That's where you grew up, pretty much, right?
Yeah, in San Diego.
Okay.
I spent 5 years, 10 to 15 in San Diego. Pretty important, pretty developmental. Then at like 23, when the economy crashed during the first Gulf War.
Okay.
The company I worked for went out of business. So I moved.
Were you in real estate then too?
No, I was in computer software.
Okay.
So working on Commodore 64. I haven't told this story in a long time.
Commodore 64?
Yeah.
64-bit computer.
All the software, yeah.
Wow.
So back then, there was Amazon didn't exist, and you had a lot of mom and pop computer stores.
Right.
And
I mean, we're at the same age, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
So when the Gulf War happened, we focused on games and non-essential software programs.
That was when we used to go to Fry's Electronic and make our own computer.
The first Fry's I went to was in Santa Monica.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
They only had 3 stores at the time.
Yeah, it was. Oh my gosh, it was. We had
now they're gone.
Compact computers came out. All these other,
I worked on the Commodore Amiga, which is long gone.
Was that the game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Atari and all those times, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So that crashed. I moved up to. I was single, 23, maybe 24. Going back, moved up to Reno.
Nevada. So you've been traveling a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just kind of floated for a little bit. Lived in South Lake Tahoe for a little bit. And I mean, it was detailing boats, detailing cars. I was doing telephone sales at night.
Wow.
So, and then I met my future ex-wife.
Okay. The first one.
Yeah. And,
how many? Just one?
One ex, yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. I have 2, so.
You win.
Yeah.
Okay. And she was at UC Berkeley. Well, yeah. She was at UC Berkeley at the time. And so I moved over to the Bay Area, lived in Oakland for a couple months. Then we lived in Hayward, and she graduated. And then we moved to Alameda, and I was selling range hoods.
Oh, what?
Range hoods, the hoods above your cooktop in your home.
Okay, range hoods.
Yeah. So they suck out all the bad air.
You actually just sell that? Just range hoods?
Oh yeah, we sold.
How do you sell these things?
You contact designers, interior designers, contractors. Some of our hoods were $4,000, $5,000, $6,000.
So you were approached by the hood manufacturer?
Oh God, no. Back then,
you just went, hey, I want to sell this or what?
So here's a cool story.
Okay.
So you used to have to go through newspapers to find ads. They're called the want ads.
Right.
And so you would call, usually at that time they were saying just fax over your resume. And I was looking for a job. We were broke.
Wait, so you were married by then, right?
We were together. We weren't married yet.
Oh, okay.
And broke. And
how were you living? I mean, did you have an apartment or?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
An apartment on Alcatraz Avenue in Oakland, California.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was the first time I saw a dead body.
Mm.
My next door neighbor died in the apartment.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways.
Wait, what happened to him? Do you know?
We don't know.
Old
He was
age,
younger.
or?
No, he was in college. He was like 26,
What?
25.
Wow.
Yeah, and he just
Was shot
died at the table and then fell off the table.
Wait, you were there?
He was my next door neighbor.
I know, but
So all of a sudden,
there, right?
I hear a commotion, and
Huh.
I look out my people, and I'm like, there's like 8 cops out my front, right on my front door, because our doors were like this.
All right.
We shared a common wall.
Right.
And I looked out my window, I'm like, what the heck? So I opened the door, I'm like, what's up? And I just looked around the corner, the door was open. There he is on the floor.
Wow.
Rigor mortis. Anyway.
Jesus. That was the first time you did.
But so it's help wanted, Dad. And
Okay, let's go back to that.
and
Are you having a?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
And
Mm.
let's see. So I
So
I fill out an application to be an inside salesperson and a warehouse person.
So what you you were not looking specifically for that.
I was looking for a
right?
job.
You were looking for a job, any job.
Oh,
And
the
then
worst
did
job I had was when I lived there.
Really?
It was
Well, you had another job before that or after that?
Yeah. Well, I needed work, right? So
Right.
they used to sell. I don't know if you were here, but they used to sell at grocery stores photo ops because you take a picture and you'd be in like a glass and the sparkles and all that.
Like the snows and stuff like that, or
snow
like for
or
Christmas,
sparkles,
and,
whatever. You could bring your kids in. It'd be a family photo.
Okay.
And because there were no cell phones back then, so I mean,
Right.
it was a unique. So I used to, for 2 days, I worked in a grocery store at the front door of the grocery store and hit up people in Oakland, California to buy photography.
Wow.
And I was like, I'll never do that again.
But how old were you? 24?
Yeah, probably 24.
Okay, so that was like the first time you did like a hardcore sales.
Well, no, when I was in the computer software.
Okay, so but you had no problem like approaching people and just like, hey, how you doing?
Oh yeah, I needed to eat.
Yeah, so it was like out of your desperation, you had to do it, right? Wow, because a lot of people, they have a problem like approaching people or having doing cold calling and stuff.
They're
like
not
that.
hungry enough.
Yeah, yeah. I remember I started doing that in college.
I don't like it either, but
I hate it.
Yeah.
Because I remember like when I was in investment banking, I started off as a sales and trading.
Sure.
And luckily my clients are all institutional, investors. So I talk to all the Japanese banks and trading firms and stuff like that. But I will cold call them and say, hey, I'm from Beverly Hills home office for this, all in Japanese. They're like, oh, are you coming over to Japan? Yeah, could you have a meeting with me and stuff like that. So it was like, I had some leverage.
Yeah.
But, a lot of people, actually going back to like college days, when I did an internship for the first time ever for Merrill Lynch, and I was in the retail sales for stock, I interned as an assistant, and I had like book of like doctors' address and phone numbers, and I had to call these people.
Yeah.
And usually the probability, you can tell me the hit rate is like
really low.
3 out of 1,000 calls.
Yeah.
They say
really low.
But I had like 2 meetings in like 10 calls.
But back then they didn't have call. There was no.
They give you a script
caller ID, so like
so
people would pick up.
But the way you speak and the way you present yourself and like so you have to have something, some hook, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll set up a meeting with my boss and myself, and they keep talking to me as if like I'm the guy.
Yeah.
Because I like act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I really didn't. So you have to have some, like you said, desperation and some guts to go out there and do it and pretend. Act.
Yeah. I did it for 2 days, and I called them, because what they would do is we'd drive to the office, and then he would take us to the grocery store, and it would change, and he would literally drop us off, and I'm like in downtown Oakland, and then I'd be there for 8 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, and after the second day, he's bringing me back so I can get my car and drive home, and he's like, man, you're doing really good, you're making sales. I go, I will never do this again. He goes, you can't do that.
Wait, so was it on commission basis?
Yeah,
or?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So what were you guys
the
making?
minimum wage back then was what, $5 an hour?
An hour plus commission.
Yeah, plus
wow,
$3 or whatever a package. It was
okay. So where do you go from there? What's your future from there? What are we looking for?
So I fill anything.
Yeah.
So I fill out the application, the resume for the range hood company.
Right.
And the guy that comes up, this is in Hayward. The guy that comes up from Orange County to interview me is a guy I played football with when I was 10 years old in San Diego.
Wow. Coincident. Yeah. Okay.
So I got the job.
So, I'm sorry. So,
okay.
The range hood sales was like step up, right?
Oh, yeah. It was, I think it was $24,000 a year.
Wow.
Salary. Yeah.
Gosh.
That's $12 an hour. I was making
$5 an hour. Yeah. More than double. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and then I ended up going to work for another range hood company. I was up in the Bay Area, and they gave me a big promotion, a big raise, and they were more expensive hoods. I mean, we were doing celebrity homes.
Oh, okay.
And then my wife got pregnant.
Okay.
She had our first daughter, and both of our parents lived her parents live in LA, mine were in Orange County, and she's like, we knew nobody up there. She's like, we're moving. So then I moved down and moved in with my mother-in-law at first. Got a job selling cabinets.
Oh, what?
Cabinets.
Cabinets.
Like home cabinets. Yeah.
Okay. God, you did a lot of things, huh?
Yeah.
It's all in sales.
Pretty much.
Right?
Well, that job started off as a sales, and then they made me a sales manager like 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
And then I became the general manager a year after that. I had 70 employees working for me,
Okay.
mainly installers, warehouse people, office people, and then salespeople.
And how did you go from there to real estate, right? Development. Trammell Crow and CBRE and Jesus.
So, that's a really long story.
What? Go ahead. We got all the time in the world. Let's have some more drinks. And they're waiting for a refill. I'm telling you.
My brother-in-law
Yeah.
did a
Would
cabinet.
you like to try something else?
He did yeah. Oh, I'm good.
You okay?
Yeah.
Hey. Okay. See, okay, we're good. Okay, cool. Your brother-in-law.
So my sister's husband,
Yeah.
wanted to start a Finnish carpentry company, doing trim, base mold, crown molding, and I decided to go work with him. And so we started our own company, and that was, and then 2001 happened with 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really convoluted story, but my brother-in-law was a brand new fireman for Glendale Fire Department, so he was doing that job full time and our construction company full time. And then 9/11 happened, and they put on more hours on him and more overtime and all that, and it fell apart.
Okay.
So I was like, what do I want to do now?
Okay.
And that's when I took my real estate license, and an old high school buddy was working for Grubb & Ellis down in Orange County, and he got me an interview at the Grubb & Ellis up here in Torrance.
So you wanted to go into commercial, or
Yeah. I didn't want to do residential.
you didn't want to be residential?
Yeah. So I did that. I mean, it was good. At Grubb, and then he got my mentor that I worked with, Trammell Crow, came and headhunted him and gave him a really nice package to come over to Trammell.
Okay.
And that worked out great for me because I came with him and we were hitting some deals. And
so you were doing sales then?
Yeah. It was
leasing
a
or
broker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to.
So, like, for example, I mean, I've known people at CBRE and other commercial real estate companies, but mostly they work like JLL and people like that.
Yeah,
they work
Jones
as a team, right?
Yeah.
How does the financial incentives and how does it work usually for the people?
It just depends. I mean, you could have two senior agents, and one might be more on the leasing side, one might be more on purchase.
Right.
You could have two on representing the tenants, representing landlords.
Right.
It just depends. Everyone, and then if you're two senior brokers, they're splitting fees.
Are they splitting, and then basically everybody's sharing that profit?
And then the big teams that do they have
like huge leases.
They have
for like
assistants,
big
and they have other people that work for them, and so they're on a salary.
Right.
So,
but the way it's going right now with the commercial market, just like collapsing with people. Well, now they're coming back into the office, like Amazon and Google and people like that, or like forcing to. But a lot of people are not willing to come back, and all these offices are open, and people are like going into like WeWorks and places like that, So how's that
remote's
market?
killing the office space.
So they're converting into maybe residential, hospitality.
They'll have to figure it out.
But it's a pretty bad, like downtown LA,
really bad.
place like that, right? So you got out of it.
Well, I had to. I mean, when I'm at Trammell Crow, we're working on deals. CB for $2 billion buys Trammell Crow's. Not the they bought all of Trammell Crow. They kept the development team, but we all got merged in. So for like maybe a month or maybe 6 weeks, I was with a CBR agent, and then I went to work for a developer, and we were looking at deals. We did deals, a lot of land deals, and then trying to develop office space
here in LA.
Oh, Corona, Ontario, LA.
Oh, wow.
We actually were going to try and take over the master lease of the Queen Mary. Because the lease is the owner is the city of Long Beach.
Oh, is it?
And then they hire a company to manage the boat.
Right.
And there's 1 million square feet of unused space on the Queen Mary.
To this day?
Yeah.
Really?
1 million square feet.
And they don't do like events for how
they try.
They do.
I mean, yeah. But like the hotel is there, and then they do the ghost tours, and
right.
We were going to convert the Spruce Goose Dome into an events, into like a MMA, boxing, and we had a whole bunch of plans. I had to get a bid how much to clean the outside of of the dome. But so I was working on the Queen Mary. Our office was on the Queen Mary.
Oh yeah.
And then all of our investors were tied in with AIG. So when that hit, it was bad.
It was
I mean, we had guys that had on paper $20 million net worth, went to zero. Yeah. And so they had $1.5 million, $2 million tied into our project, and they walked away. Like no choice.
Yeah. And then what? You walked away because it stopped, right?
Yeah, it just stopped.
And then what do?
Yeah, I go into the ocean with my then brother-in-law and our kids.
Ex-brother-in-law.
Now ex-brother-in-law.
Yeah.
I still stay at his house. I mean, he was the vice president of Carmen, the company I work for now. And he goes, hey, you should become a sales rep for clothing companies.
Why? Why out of the blue?
And I said, why? And he goes, make good money. I'm like, how much? And he tells me, like, oh, sign me up.
So what do you do?
He goes, he goes, not quite that easy, you know? And
because everybody listening to this goes, what do I do now? How can I get in?
It's very incestual. I mean, I mean, we have there's guys that have been reps for 30, 35 years. You know, they don't leave.
Right.
And that's one thing I liked about it. Once you're in, it's hard to get in. It's like acting, right?
Right.
It's like, it's very difficult to get the gigs and the jobs and the paying gigs. But once you're in and you're in that cycle,
to that level, yeah.
You're in.
So how did you get in? Tell us. Super
not easy.
Okay.
I picked up a clothing line called One More Round Clothing, which is a mixed martial arts line. And I was doing jiu-jitsu at the time. And
really?
So I knew a lot of the gyms and trainers.
Brazilian
and fighters.
jiu-jitsu? You were
yeah.
doing that? Oh, okay.
And so I picked up that line. It was T-shirts and caps. So I would go to the gyms and some small retail stores and try and sell the line.
So what? Did you go to the manufacturer and say, I want to be a sales rep?
Yeah.
And give me some samples and I can go out there?
Yeah.
So you had and basically you have like, what, 50% markup or whatever it is?
Yeah. Well,
Full commission, right?
100% commission.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all your clothing companies, like we sell now, what I sell now is 50% off retail. And
wait, so who do you sell? All right, so let's get into that now. Like, I mean, I've been waiting to ask this question, right? So, first of all, you do sell Western related clothes.
Now,
right?
yeah.
Now, and your brand, if you will, are just people say it's like a luxury, aspiring brand, right?
Yeah, I like that.
You like that? Okay, good. Because maybe I should be a salesman. So, like, for example, Harvard Business School Sales and Marketing 101, right? First, you identify the target audience. Second, you identify what your value
you're making it way too difficult.
Right? And how do you deliver that? Those three things are like, I mean, in simplest, like, terms, those are the three things that you're supposed to do. But in real life, what you're doing is totally different, right? So basically... And also, like when I was in Wall Street, and when I'm selling this like high yield bond to institutional investors, they used to tell me they can live without it. They don't have to have it.
100%.
But you're selling something, the brand, the lifestyle, or whatever it is, right? That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
So how do you identify that? Well, how did you get into that?
The lines the lines I sell.
Yeah.
So now I sell to retail stores.
Retail stores, okay.
So I have 4 seasons a year. You know, spring, summer, fall, and holiday. The lines I carry, for the most part, a lot of the stores they need product in their store.
All right.
So when I call them up, I'm not selling them, hey, would you like to buy stuff? They've been buying our product for 30, 40, 50 years sometimes. So what I do is relationship sales, meaning transactional sales is working retail.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm all relationship sales. So I can't lie to them. I can't cheat them. I can't, because I have to see them 4 times a year.
See, it's so funny because that's a very Japanese way of doing business, if you will. You know, and that's one of the reasons I quit investment banking.
Because it's not
I hate the short-term profit.
It's transactional.
Transactional, and that's also one of the things that all the business school teaches is like long-term relationship business, right? And because I was the front person, I was the key person that investor transacted with. So it's my responsibility. And people talk bad about me, or my reputation will go down if I cheat on them, or if I lie about it, or if I held information, right? Yeah. But if they, instead of taking 30% profit, if I take only 10% or 15%, I was open about disclosing what I was making, and they were happy with that. But then I found out the reason why I quit this one day is that my boss was lying to me. We were making like 40% profit on this transaction of like $50 million transaction, right? One phone call, boom. I told the client that I was making only 10%. Right? Wow. I didn't know about it. And I'm in Japan having dinner or having lunch with all these clients. And 10K came out of the company. And 10K of the company said they bought back the bonds at 30 cents on the dollar instead of like, whatever it was.
So it got out.
So I went back. I came back here to Beverly Hills office, and I said, "What the fuck?" Why did you? So they're like, "Oh yeah, don't worry about it. I have your bonus, your profit, your share, whatever." I said, "You know what? Fuck it. I don't want this," and I quit. In retrospect, I should have taken the money and quit, but I was kind of like,
being
too young.
We have many of those. I have a lot of stories where I should have done this. I could have done that.
Right.
Try not to live in that way though.
Right, exactly. So you can sleep at night, Yeah. So you have that relationship with all these clients. So initially, were they buying your things, like your brand, and then you came in and said, "Hey, I can sell for 50."
I'm the new salesperson.
So you do have like your exclusive territories?
Yeah. My territory mainly California, and then Hawaii.
Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So is there, for example, is it all right to talk about your brands?
Yeah.
Or what are they?
So I work for the parent company is Carmen. They own Roper and Tin Hall lines. Those are the brand names. And then they do the licensing for Stetson.
So are they Western style clothing? Is that what it is?
Since 1948.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Where are they located? Here?
Denver.
And how did you get into them? Did you call them and says, "I want to sell"?
No. My brother-in-law, ex-brother-in-law, is the VP of kind of the programming and sourcing for them. Oh. Okay. So when he came out, he would come out every summer with his kids, and sometimes we'd go camping, and he's like, "What are you going to do?" Because I was looking for work. He's the one that told me to get some other lines and learn the business and learn the trade, and then I had to go out to I went to a lot of different events for Carmen.
Okay.
I traveled to Madison, Wisconsin, Louisville, Kentucky, Columbus, Ohio, Pueblo, Colorado, Gillette, Wyoming, Pendleton, Oregon, working events and learning their product, and then the Vegas stuff too.
So when you say events, it's like a show.
Rodeos.
Yeah. I want to get into that too, but before we get into that, you said Hawaii and California, right? Mainly,
yeah, like San Francisco.
So when you're selling these Western style clothing, and brands, is it like a different way that you approach people as like in California opposed to Hawaii? But the population is different, the culture is different, right?
Yeah, and the customers are different. The largest customers in Hawaii are Japanese.
Really?
Yep.
So you go to Oahu?
Oahu,
mainly?
My biggest store was on the Big Island.
Oh, really?
They closed up I had 5 stores closed up during COVID.
Right.
Because they were all tourist-based.
Right.
And the islands were shut down.
So if I come to you, I can get it for 50% off. No, but
I'll get you a deal.
Yeah, but you also sell in Japan too, right?
I would like to, yeah. That's what I'm working on.
You don't have an office there, or your company?
That's what I'm working on.
Okay, so like for example, the very well known brand is Stetson.
Yeah.
Right. I think I told you before. My friend from elementary school days. Yeah. My baseball, co-captain, Joe Saku. I mean, I think he's listening to this. Joe Saku he's a great guy. He, to this day, I mean, you just went to high school reunion.
Yeah,
I've known him since like, what, 8 or 9?
That's crazy.
And I still, hang out when I go back to Japan.
Yeah.
And he's actually in Japan and Hong Kong going back and forth. But he went to school in Texas, just for like a year or two. And when he came back to Japan, he was like totally westernized with a big buckle belt.
I didn't bring my buckle today.
Wrangler?
Yeah.
Was that? I mean, and cowboy hat, and he was working at the cowboy bar in Japan.
Pretty awesome.
And he was really into. We were just wearing the cowboy boots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, where was it going with that? What was I talking about?
Oh, we were talking about how I'd like to grow in Japan.
Yeah, so there are a lot of people in Japan that's really
Americana.
into it, Americana, yeah. And also, it was so funny how I was just comparing Japan. A cowboy in U.S. is like samurai in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Even though we don't walk around with a sword in Japan anymore.
Not allowed.
Not allowed, but here you can walk around with the pistols and stuff like that.
Go to Arizona.
Yeah?
Open carry.
A little different, right?
Yeah.
Politically, I mean, it's a little like in Japan. You can't carry any weapon whatsoever.
At all. I know.
Yeah. So that's why I don't know, culturally, people say, oh, we've been carrying guns the whole time, but now it's different. It's a different world.
Wait,
but
you been to Arizona? People walk around.
Right. So I don't know what's
crazy.
good. I think I got a call from NRA or something, but it's a different way of thinking.
Yeah.
So in Japan, the crime rate is a lot lower than here. People don't get killed.
Yeah.
People get stabbed, but then they'll get killed. Right. So it's a little different.
Yeah.
And I think, I'm just trying to get into understand the different mindset of people here.
Yeah.
That it's your right to carry guns, right? Where do you stand on that?
I don't own a gun. I don't care.
Uh-huh.
I don't. You do you.
But I'm sure you go like you said, Arizona and places like that. You go travel all over the place, right?
Yeah. Texas and.
So their culture. I have friends in Texas. I have my uncle and my cousins in El Paso.
Yeah.
And I have a friend in Austin and all those places.
There's probably more guns in LA than in some of those cities.
Yeah.
But they're not open carry.
Oh, okay. And if you can control it, if you can, have a safe way of using it, fine. But when you get crazy, when you get,
Well, I might tell you, it's already illegal to kill people, right?
Oh, yeah.
And people still do it.
But there's so many accidents because of that, too. Right?
Okay.
All right. So, it's like, you can't, obviously, we can't fix that in this podcast, but, there's so many ways of thinking about it, and I think it's worth discussing about it, But going back to your, sales in Hawaii and here, like you said, what, do you have any, specifics where this line sells more in Hawaii and this line's, the color and stuff like that?
In Hawaii, I sell more shirts. Mainly just a lot of shirts because the boots are heavy and hats are big boxes. And so freight is incredibly expensive to get stuff over to the islands.
Yeah.
That's the biggest concern.
But the Stetson hat, I love that hat. Is that Stetson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the boxes are this big and they only weigh 2 pounds. But they take up a lot of space.
Those hats are like $5,000-$6,000.
No.
They go for that.
Oh, I can get you some, yeah.
So, there you go.
Yeah, but see, 700, 300,
let's go up.
360, 170.
What's the most expensive? 3,000? What's that?
Yeah, that's the
5,600.
Yeah, the Diamante.
So
it's 1000X.
It's
a leather box.
Who's your target audience?
That one right there.
Yeah.
Beyonce.
So how many do you sell?
What she has.
How many do you? Oh, really?
Yeah. She has that white hat.
So how many do you sell a month, or of this caliber? Do you know?
I could do math real quick.
Now, how many do you sell?
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring.
Yeah, is that right? That much?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Of this?
Yeah.
Expensive ones?
Well, no, and the expensive ones, probably a couple dozen a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you go back to that?
But most of them are the 6 and 10X.
Yeah, let me see that.
So that's a 1000X. So you can get down into 3,700, 13. Yeah.
So, for example, hold on. this, what do you call those? Like a different style?
Yeah. So you have the open road, you have a Gus. It's the shape of the crown.
Okay. So what is there like a history to that or no?
Yeah, I mean,
Like what kind of people wear that?
Lyndon B. Johnson wore that a lot. That's Lyle Lovett wearing it. He's a singer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing, you can shape it. These hat, I could take this hat and shape it that way, or you shape it however you want. Yeah.
So is there history to this, like styles and why people are wearing?
Sure.
This?
I mean, we have taco hats. We call them taco hats. They're like this. They're really shaped up.
Can you
a lot of
like this?
More extreme. But a lot of the Hispanic accounts like those. The wider front brim here. A lot of bull riders wear the wider front brims, and then it just changes.
Like this one here.
That's a bowler.
Is it a bowler?
Yeah, it's a bowler.
So is it just a style, or is it like is there any utility to that? Like, people wear.
What do you like? Yeah.
Just the way you like it, the style? Oh, really? Okay. Wow.
I mean, the purpose of felts is to keep your head warm and keep the sun off you.
Right.
I mean,
but the top part is your style.
Yeah.
The way you like it.
Yeah.
And is there like a male and female or no?
Not really.
Unisex?
Yeah, definitely unisex. I mean, I've seen women with wide brims, the wide fronts. A cattleman crease on top. But yeah, I mean,
and who do you sell to here in California?
Well, my biggest customer is Boot Barn.
Okay.
They're 400.
And do you know what the end user is? Like what the demographic is and stuff like that, or no?
Mainly Hispanic.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah, a lot of chatos.
So the average is like $350, $400.
Yeah, I mean, $600.
That's pretty expensive, But you don't, because
it's all relative.
It's a relative, but you don't wear that every day, do you?
Most of them do.
Do you wear every day?
Not every day.
Okay, but do you travel? What do you like? You just went to Vegas.
I took this to Japan.
You did.
I wore this all throughout Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
Did people say anything?
No.
No? They didn't say like, where did you get that?
No. No. I went to a lot of the vintage stores and all the, the used clothing stores that they have, especially in Osaka.
Okay.
And
So you went to so you were talking about how you've been to Japan recently.
Yeah.
And you went to Kyoto and got this whiskey. So how long? When was that? Like
April.
This year?
Yeah, 8 months ago.
Where'd you go?
Cherry Blossom.
Where'd you go? Tokyo and Osaka?
Yeah,
and
Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, and then back to Tokyo.
Okay. With your family?
Just my wife.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, what did you do?
Soaked it in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you think of, I'm sure there were, especially during that season.
Yeah.
A lot of foreigners, right?
Huh?
A lot of foreigners.
Yeah, it seemed like there were a lot of more like Chinese and Koreans.
Yeah, they're foreigners to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it was crowded.
Yeah. Especially the cherry blossom season.
Yeah.
And there's
But we loved it. We loved every part of it.
Great. But people like you going over to Japan, I think people in Japan respect you and you respect the culture and all that stuff, right? There has been many problems, and now it's a big issue in Japan.
Yeah, I know.
How
they want
politically
less.
also how they control the what do you call it? Not people who are don't respect the culture, don't respect the way we live in Japan, and they're trying to figure out what kind of a law they can pass because they need the money, they need the travel, travel industry.
It's like Hawaii.
Yeah,
Hawaii's the same. I mean, there's such a rich Hawaiian culture, and they hate the tourists that come and trash their islands and just get drunk.
But for you, to the foreigners like you, when you come in, everything's cheap for you, because 150 yen to $1, stuff like that. People who live there, it's still expensive,
right?
So, like in Hawaii, you said there's a
same thing.
What's the price for the people in Hawaii that lives there, residential? Makalaina or something? The Kamaina price. There's a different price for the residential.
Sure, and they have parts of the cities that you have to be a local or a Hawaiian,
right, to go
to live there.
Yeah, in Japan they don't have that.
Right.
So there's a big issue. People are complaining like people were complaining initially about Airbnb and things like that because people come in, live in an apartment. There's like Tuesday, Wednesday, you throw the garbage away. Only the garbage that can burn can be, and things like that, right?
Yeah.
And they don't, of course, you don't know that when you just go there for a week.
Yeah.
And people are complaining about stuff like that, So
you also have a declining population.
Declining population too, but also economy has been stagnated for the last 30 years. Of all the, the countries around the world, Japan is like the only country has not progressed in their lifestyle, living standards and stuff like that for the last 30 years after the 80s, 80s bubble bursted. So there's a lot of big issue about that.
Yeah.
And they need the money, so they need a foreigner to come in and spend the money. So, did you feel any issue or any, pressure from the locals in Japan or no? Did you associate it with them? Did you?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And you went to the bar to buy drink that, right? So
I mean, we
could you tell us about the experience that you had there?
Oh, Kyoto was great. We stayed in the Gion district.
Gion, yeah.
I liked it because I was so messed up with the jet lag.
Yeah.
I was waking up at 4 a.m, wide awake. So I'd go for walks at 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, and there's no one around. And that was great. It was like no tourists, nobody. Nothing was open except for the coffee shops.
Right.
But you could just walk around.
What about Tokyo? You remember?
We went to Shibuya. Stayed right at the scramble there.
Right.
Which was interesting. That was our first stop, and a lot of people. A lot of people. The trains. I mean, we watched a lot of YouTube videos, my wife and I, about the culture, like what to do. So we knew to stand on the left so people could walk through on the right.
The escalator and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But did you know that, like, when you go up the escalator or go down the escalator, if you're standing on the escalator in Japan, you have to stand on the left side.
Yeah.
So the people can pass on the right.
Right.
But if you go to Osaka, it's the
reversed.
opposite. You have to stand on the right. You have to know all these things, right?
Yeah.
It's not a law, but it's the way they do things.
Yeah. I've never in my life seen so many people walk that fast to get to those trains. Like, you're like, oh, there might be one or two people. No, there's.
You gotta get there.
They're walking because those trains are on time.
Yeah. Right on time.
And so we learned to bring trash bags with us. So because there was no trash cans. And you're not supposed to litter. You're not supposed to eat or drink while you're walking. Wearing the backpack in the front on the trains, so you're not rude and hitting people with them in the back. Having dinner like this. Went to sushi place right in Shibuya. And everyone was like this, and we're looking around like, I guess we have to talk like this too.
Of course. Yeah.
Then we get on the trains and no one's talking because everyone's on their phone.
Or they don't want to be bothering other people.
Yeah.
Like you would never get on the phone.
No, I know. So we
on
talk like this.
Yes.
In 2x, 2 more stops. We gotta get off.
It's fucking library.
Yeah.
Right? But the thing is, like people like you understands that, study that, and respect that.
Yeah.
Most people that comes over to Japan,
I know.
don't.
We saw them all.
Did you?
We hear them first.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, my perspective is, if you require everyone to do that, nobody will come over to Japan. It's like fucking, you have to study before.
It's not a requirement, but man,
right.
To me it was nice.
Right. So some people who consider it voluntarily do that.
Yeah.
That's nice. Right? But you can't make that a requirement for like people to do that. But at the same time, when you have a civilized society, maybe, I don't know, in U.S.
Yeah, that would. Can you imagine the trains here? If they had seats for elderly or women?
I know.
So if I'm sitting here and an elderly or disabled person comes on, I have to get up and give them my seat.
You don't have to get up, but you do that.
Yeah. But they have a couple seats on every train.
Yeah, it says that. Like, it's priority is to the handicap or the senior people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think, isn't that good?
I love that.
Right, and I don't know
why we don't. I love walking around no
do
trash.
That. Yeah.
Like no trash.
No trash, less crime.
Yeah.
Right? Can we do that?
Everyone asked me, did you feel safe? Because I was walking around 2 a.m, 5 a.m.
Sure.
Because I was wide awake.
The only one bad thing about Japan about that is that you're allowed to drink on the street.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you saw that?
Yeah. So I saw the young. It was interesting because when we were in Shibuya, I went out one morning and I got pictures at 5:30 in the morning. The sun was just coming up, but the kids, I call them kids, 20-year-olds, whatever.
Pictures. You said you got a picture?
Yeah. Like because I was taking pictures of all.
Okay.
Because the neon was
you
still
had
lighting
a
up.
picture of beer.
Oh no.
At 5:30 in the morning.
But people were, some of the kids were hammer drunk, like passed out in the alleys and all that at 4 or 5 in the morning.
See, one thing is that the mass transit in Japan is great. Like all the trains, right? You can get to anywhere you want with a subway and trains. If you know how to do it. I mean, when I started, when I was working before, I had no idea. So I was taking cabs everywhere with the, this apps that you have nowadays.
Yeah, the Sweet app.
Yeah, you can figure out when the train's coming to the minute.
Google Maps.
Right.
I've never used Google Maps before Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I use my phone. But they have all the train stations, the bus. I mean.
And then which train to take, what time it's coming.
What platform.
Platform, exactly. And then if you're leaving on the third station from there, they tell you to go on this fourth, what do you call it, the train to get in so that your exit's going to be closer and shit. Like everything is
Tokyo
there.
Grand Station was difficult to navigate.
Oh, yeah. It's huge.
Yeah.
And you got to go down.
And up and then around and then up and then down.
Yeah. But, the thing is, people, it's much easier to go, travel around Japan. However, train stops at 1 o'clock or 12:30 or whatever it is, right? Depending on most.
Yeah.
So the people, good thing is that people don't drink beyond that.
Yeah.
Because they have to get home on that last train. So everybody's running to the train, right?
Yeah.
But if they miss that,
they're in the bar.
They're in the bar, or they're right there on the train station, drunk off their ass, throwing up, or they keep drinking until like 4 or 5 in the morning out on the street.
Some of that.
You saw that? Okay, so that's a big issue.
Yeah. Well, even like in Kyoto, they have bars, and even the sushi bar we went to was really long and skinny, and they had this
counter
to sit at. They had one table area where you sit on the floor.
Oh, zashiki.
And
tatami floor. Right?
Yeah,
exactly.
And then we sat at the bar, but I mean, they're narrow.
Oh yeah. See, one of the things about Japan is that unlike here, where you have a commercial area in real estate, residential area. In Japan, you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Because I think the idea is people are, have their certain standards in education and what have you, so that they will have, the health. They don't have to rely on the health department to check to make sure your food is, clean and everything is kosher, if you will, But here, I mean, everybody has to go through this building safety and health department permits and stuff like that. So that's why you have a building where the family-owned building for 100 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Downstairs, they decide to have a cafe, with their own, twist of.
Our ramen place was like that.
Yeah, ramen place. Yeah,
we went to a ramen place, and it was they might live here.
Exactly, they live upstairs. Yeah. That's what they do.
Because they had a little patio that there was no access to except for on the other side, but you couldn't get to it from the restaurant.
Oh, really?
I was like, that's kind of cool.
I used to go down to a Tsukiji, fish market. Now it's Toyosu. They moved over to a different place, but I don't know whether you went there. The fish market in Toyosu? Okay, in Tokyo. But Tsukiji market, there was a place called Daiwazushi. They're now in Toyosu. And I used to go there from here in California. And you go there at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And all the fishermen will come in and they'll eat sushi and then go home. So by 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, they're done. They're closed. So I go there 6:30 in the morning after you go out drinking, whatever.
Yeah.
And you eat single, choice of sushi. And you will never eat same thing twice again. And you get full by the time 12, 15 different.
That's the nigiri you would
nigiri
eat.
Sushi, right? And you go home. And then on the back side of it, they're selling fish.
Yeah.
Right? And that's their main business, but they also provide sushi.
Yeah.
But
there's some places in Hawaii like that.
Is there?
Yeah. Like they'll offload the boat, and you eat at the restaurant, and like it's still warm.
Really? Where in
It was in Oahu.
Oahu?
Right by the harbor.
Really?
Yeah, there's a sushi bar right there.
Wow.
And they would get the tuna right off. It was unbelievable.
No, so I used to go there, and the people somehow people found out about it after some news channel
talked about
on
it.
TV shows and stuff like that. So people lined up like crazy, and I used to go there, and they will let me in from the back, from the fish side of it. So, but now they moved to Toyosu, and they became more commercial, and all the tourists are there and stuff like that. So I mean, it's good for the economy, but yet for us
Not
Japanese, it's not the same anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we do that here. It's like that in California, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't go to Hollywood anymore.
We never go when you live here.
Yeah.
Right. But one of the things that you go to that I wanted to talk to you about is rodeo.
Okay.
Right. So you go to rodeos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to. Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
But do you like it?
Yeah, they're okay. I mean, it's
They're
work.
okay.
I'm not going there for fun.
But don't you take your family there or no?
I've taken my daughters to the rodeo in Vegas. My wife goes, but I mean, it's work. It's like I'm there working. It's not.
Well, what are you doing?
Selling.
Selling in rodeo?
Yeah. So in Las Vegas, the rodeo's at night. It starts at, I think it's at 6 to 9, maybe 7 to 9. So we sell from 10 in the morning till 5 at night. So we're selling all day long, working all day long. And then everyone goes back to the hotel, sometimes with their new stuff. And then they go to the rodeo, and watch the rodeo. It's in a different building. It's at the Thomas and Mack Center. And then all the concerts start after the rodeo. So most of your concerts don't start till like 10 o'clock at night. So if you've been working since 9 in the morning,
wow, you're tired.
It's a long day.
So the rodeo has. Do you know all what do you do in the place is falling apart? Kenyon?
I didn't do it.
No, so the different races.
All the different events, yeah.
Different. What are? Do you know what they are? Or
you have tie down. You have bareback. You have saddle bronc. You have barrel racing. You have team roping. Bull riding.
Okay.
Probably forgetting some. But like NFR, the National Finals Rodeo is the Super Bowl of rodeos. It's in Vegas every year.
So, is there like star?
Oh yeah.
Of rodeo, yeah. I don't know anything about it. Could you tell us a little bit about?
What's interesting is, like with my podcast, and people always ask me, "Oh, who's the most famous person you've interviewed?" And I always go, "Depends on what you're into." If you're from Japan, I would say, "Oh, I've interviewed Johnny Pandora, Daigo Yamashita, the rockabilly singer, Masaki Aona is a rockabilly singer." But here, that doesn't mean as much because they're Japanese.
I thought it was me, man.
Well, it will be. That's just happening now.
Okay.
But the rodeo people in that environment, it's can I get your autograph? Can I take a picture with you? But those guys, 355 days of the year, they can walk around and you would never recognize them.
Right.
They're world champ. They're multimillionaires.
But do you know how many rodeos are there in? I checked a little bit about
There's
rodeo,
thousands.
And the U.S. is not the only place that does it.
Oh, no,
right?
no.
Like Brazil and
Mexico,
Australia. Of course, yeah, Australia too, yeah. And down in like
Hawaii.
Oh, really?
They have a rodeo on Kauai. They have a rodeo at the Big Island, Parker Ranch. And then I think they still do one on Maui, which is upcountry in Makawa.
So are these like a league?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like Western League and Pacific League and stuff like that?
Professional Rodeo Cowboy Association.
Okay. And then those people who are actually doing this as a profession, they make what? Like baseball players?
From zero to...
What is it?
Millions.
Millions, really?
Yeah, not many.
No, okay.
But yeah.
And then what are the fan base? I mean, I can see in Texas and places like that, Arizona.
The thing I was, when I first started in the industry, I knew nothing.
Right.
Never been.
And I don't know anything right now.
So what I was told when I first started was a lot of people don't like the bull riders, and here's why: all of the events, except for bull riding, were derived from being on the ranch. So they used to have competitions between the ranches, and they would say, "Hey, who's the better tie down?" So all the cowboys from this ranch, and that ranch, and that ranch, and that ranch would get together, and they would say who could barrel race, who could tie down, who could, buck a bronco, and all that the best, and that's how that kind of grew up. Except bull riding is just what this guy said was just idiots getting on a big bull to see how long they can stay on.
But I mean, how did that come about? How did that event come about?
Oh, just who had the biggest cojones to
stay on ride the bull.
Yeah.
Right. And, I mean, one of the things that I heard is that you actually, like, do you castrate the bull or
no
do something so that they will, like, buck and stuff
they have
that?
They have a harness on them. But you have bulls that won't do, even if you have that harness on, they won't buck. Just like there's horses that are bred and they are literally bred to buck.
Right. So, like people with animal cruelty and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, that's a culture that we have.
Yeah.
Hey,
when I went to Japan and on the menu it said horse.
Horse
and whale.
Yeah.
And whale. I was like, oh, you won't see that.
To this day, I can't eat that.
Yeah, I can't either. My wife was like, nope.
No, but in old days, people were not able to get cow meat.
Yeah.
So they were eating whales and horses. And they have horse sashimi.
Yeah, I know, we saw it.
Did you eat it?
No. My wife was like, no, that's not happening.
No. You had it before?
I love it.
Do you like it? Okay.
Well, just like my wife won't let me have elephant boots.
Elephant boots?
Or hippopotamus. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
They have that?
Oh, yeah.
By where? Who? By what brand?
Stetson.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she goes, just don't bring that in the house.
No, but the thing is, like, I was thinking, like, in Japan, we have a tosaken, togyu, right? Tosaken is like a dog fights.
Okay.
I think they have it to this.
That's Michael Vick.
Huh? And these dogs are bred for that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Here?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Where?
Ask Michael Vick.
Yeah.
In the hood. Yeah. And they still have cockfights, the rooster fights.
The rooster fights in Philippines and Indonesia and places like that, right?
They still do it here too.
Yeah, and also not just the dog fight, but the bull fights.
Yeah. Yeah. They used to have them a lot in Mexico, like where they would stab them.
No, but these are like bull against bull.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, in Japan, like in Okinawa and places like that.
Yeah.
And they were bred for that.
Yeah.
And that's like a cultural thing.
Yeah.
And who's to say like that's I don't know. What can I say?
You're gonna get into cancel culture now.
Somebody's gonna cancel me. Oh no. But
Michael Vick was a very famous football player, quarterback, and he was taking his dogs that he was breeding, and he took them over state line, which is a federal offense.
What is that dog?
A pit bull.
Pit bull.
Yeah. No, that's bull mastiffs.
Isn't that mastiff and pit bull? They're all bred for that.
Yeah. And then they're trained to be that way.
Right. Aren't they supposed to be that way? Are they? No.
Well, I mean, if you don't train them, I mean, there's some nice.
No, they're not going to be that way. But initially, they're bred for that.
Yeah.
Right.
They're not super friendly.
Right. People, they're like, stop talking about it.
We're gonna get canceled.
No, but I'm not saying it's bad or good. I'm just saying that was a culture.
Yeah.
It is what it is. That's what it is, right?
I'm not going to go to Japan and say, hey, you shouldn't have horse on the menu.
Exactly.
That's your restaurant.
They've been doing that for a long time.
I cannot go there.
You can't. That's the problem with people, I think, and you can't impose your value to other people, not knowing what they've been doing for hundreds of years. Right. Right? Isn't that true? You think?
I guess the best compliment I get when I work at the rodeos. They're like, oh, so where are you from, Pete? And I go, oh, California. They're like, really? And I go, yeah. They're like, what part? I go, well, Los Angeles. Like,
really?
You don't seem like you're from Los Angeles.
Why not?
There's 12 million people here.
No. So, I think we've been talking for like an hour now. Wow. So you talked a lot. Is there anything else that you want to tell us? I mean, I would love to hear more, but
I want to hear more about Japan.
Oh, we can talk about it on your show.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
And let's talk about your show before we wrap up here.
Yeah, the Travel Ones podcast.
So how did this come about?
Wow. 8 years ago, 8.5 almost now. Yeah, 8.5. I just wanted to reach out to other people that travel for their work, and never have recorded my voice, never heard.
How long ago was this photo?
That was 8 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, I was on Lewis Howe's podcast.
Mm.
And so, yeah, he took that
Wow.
picture.
Oh, you look like 30 something.
That was 50.
It looks young, all right?
I was 51 in that.
Really?
50. And so I just started reaching out to people. And
So your through line is basically people who travels a lot, right?
travel for their work. So it's
their
athletes,
work.
musicians,
Yeah.
entertainers, business people.
Okay.
So it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's why I chose that, because I'm not going to talk to an accountant necessarily, because they're working in an office. But
Are you saying that they're boring? Is that what you're saying?
no, but they don't travel for work. I get people that, hey, I want to be on your show. I'm like, you don't travel.
Right.
Like,
right.
the name of the show is travel.
Right.
I know,
So-
but I want to be on your show. I'm like, you don't travel.
So this was in what, 2017? You said
18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I just started reaching out to people, and then if he scrolls down, you'll see
Let's scroll down.
there's nothing I could do. So those are some of my, Kurt Angle, so gold medalist, Gabby Reese, Dita Von
Do
Teese.
you know them?
Well, I know them now. I've interviewed them.
So
But I
how
don't
did
know
you have them come out? The interview.
Gabby Reese, I reached out on Instagram,
Really?
and I'd say
Mr. Salesman, right? Cold calling all these people, right? Is that what you did?
Dita Von Teese took me almost 3 years to get on the show,
Wow.
because she was like, it was during COVID, and she's like, I'm not promoting anything, so I'm not, there's no reason for me to do your show. But when I have something, I'd love to go on.
Right.
So I just had to be patient. Gabby was cool. I didn't think she would come on the show, and she literally sent me a voice DM.
Mhm.
Hey Pete, this is Gabby. Thank you so much for inviting me to your show. Yeah, I'd love to do it. We can do it next week. I'll have my assistant reach out and blah blah.
Really?
Just,
Wow.
Kurt Angle, he was a WWE wrestler, gold medalist, and Olympic champion.
Yeah.
Is friends with Mickey James, who I had on, who's a WWE wrestler, and Mickey suggested me to him. So all of a sudden, he's reached out to me on Instagram.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Is there any like one person that come to mind that has like a crazy story, or
there's so
there's so
many.
many of them?
I literally had COVID when I interviewed Dita Von Teese.
You had a COVID?
Because we're remote, so it was okay.
Right. So was it 2020, 21?
20, yeah, it was 2020. Well, December 2020, I think, or no, 2021.
Okay.
And yeah, December. So I had just got back from the rodeo, and I got COVID. So I'm on my board at home, hitting the mute because I'm coughing while she's talking, and then I got off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tell us, like, to wrap up, tell us one crazy, weird story through your traveling experience.
Oh, for the traveling?
Yeah. Yeah. There's so many.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on the
You
road
travel. So how often do you travel?
about 150 days a year.
Wow. And would
It
you
used to be more pre-COVID.
do you go internationally or no?
No, mainly
Mainly
national. I mean,
national?
just
So and all these you just decide to go on your own, schedule yourself.
Yep.
To go.
Yep.
The company doesn't. They don't tell you to
they say, here's your number.
hit that number.
You can do what you want.
Really?
Yeah.
So, but do you have to pay for all the travel
Yeah,
expenses?
100%.
Wow.
I'm an independent contractor. They don't pay for computers,
Right.
gas, travel.
So your
food.
contract with all these brands.
Yeah.
Are they? Tell me if you don't want to say anything.
okay.
But, are they like annually
Yeah.
contract?
Yeah, I renew them
Really?
annually. Yeah.
Wow. And how long have you been? 16 years?
Yeah.
So you've been hitting the numbers for 16 years.
Yeah.
That's great. Wow.
Yeah. Ups and downs, but yeah.
Yeah.
So the podcast, I just do, literally, it's my hobby.
Right.
Like some people fish, some people rodeo, some people do, origami. Some people, this is my hobby.
Right.
This is, and I never thought I'd be doing this. If he scrolls up a little bit more,
Up,
can you scroll? Or she? No, the other way. I'm sorry.
down.
That's what blows me away.
What's that?
That's every country that's listened to my show.
Really?
and I
Well,
can't.
wait, the white part or the green part?
The white parts are what I haven't reached yet.
Okay.
So North Korea.
Okay.
Oh God, sorry.
North Korea
Will probably
Japan
be
too.
No,
go
no,
down, go down.
North Korea will probably be the last one to.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, no, but you have Japan,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Russia, all over the place. Australia, pretty much everywhere.
Some of the African countries, but
Yeah.
I can't think of anything that I would do in my job that would have that kind of reach.
Right.
It blows me away that people, and it's my guess. It's not me. It's
No, but
I'm
you
talking to a
have the
wide breadth of
concept,
guests.
and you ask all these questions, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, is this something that you just like talk, or do you
Yeah.
have specific questions that you have?
I have a base of questions, and then depending on how they answer, we'll go off.
So
track.
that's like your hobby, and you enjoy your
Yeah,
doing
but
that?
my wife's like, I cannot believe you're
Yeah.
doing this.
It's amazing.
But my take on that, Sonny, was it's kind of like if I were to pass away, God forbid, the company I work for, they'd be like, hey, anyways, let's
Right.
sales continue.
Let's find somebody else to sell. Yeah.
They'd replace me in a week.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then they would go out. The new person would go out to my store and be like, yeah, it's sad. Anyways, hey, so what's coming up for fall? Blah 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 blah. This is out there forever.
Right.
Yeah,
I was thinking the other day that you said you're a grandpa now.
I was gonna say my grandkids can watch this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that how my daughters
Yeah.
and my son, who I don't talk that much anymore.
Yeah.
They're older,
Yeah.
teenagers, and they don't know about me. But through this, one day maybe listen to it.
I think it'll be more of my grandkids.
Yeah.
I think my kids are gonna be like, it's just dad.
Like the things that you just mentioned about how you
Oh,
got here.
Yeah.
All the things all the life experience that you went through, they don't know.
No.
Yeah. Even I think your daughter.
Well, now my kids have listened to a couple of the episodes, but even like my wife, she's like, you're 300 episodes in, like,
So you're in new marriage.
Yeah, well, we just celebrated our 10th anniversary.
Oh, congratulations! And then how
My
many?
last marriage.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yes.
Guaranteed.
Yes. Well, that's what I thought too. But no, I'm just screwing with you. But yeah, so with your family, this is going to be your legacy.
Yeah,
right.
You're leaving something.
I mean, you and I in the same age, around 60, right?
Yeah.
So this is like pretty much like, yes, we've gone through so many different careers and lives.
But I mean, you remember, go back to the 80s and 90s, you couldn't do this.
Oh, no.
I mean, the computers weren't, there was no internet,
No, it's so funny because like when I did when I got into acting and I did like kids show before.
Yeah.
I did like, what is it? iCarly or something
Yeah,
a long time ago.
I remember that show.
And my daughter, now 13, youngest one, she was like watching it, going like laughing about it, you know, and it's like it's there forever.
Yeah,
and this is gonna be forever.
Yeah, So that was.
Yeah,
and it's pretty cool. Like Johnny Pandora, the Japanese rockabilly singer, was in Australia.
Can you Google Johnny Pandora? Because I want to people to know that he's like the hillbilly. Rockabilly.
Yeah,
Not hillbilly. Sorry, rockabilly.
Yeah, I'm the hillbilly. He's the rockabilly.
Okay, all right. So rockabilly, what singer is it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the band, right?
Yeah, the band's called Johnny
Japan.
Pandora. There he is.
Here we go. Yeah. So you
and he models and acts. So he was in a music video that I watched with another girl, Miss Masaki Aona. And I looked him up, and then I reached out on Instagram and that was it.
cold called him, right? Do you know who this is?
If you go to
what?
Youngblood, type in Youngblood, one word, and then the number 5.
What is that?
Is that right? Yeah. So they were in a music video for 5 Seconds of Summer. It's a group. It's a pop group from Australia.
You know this? Where are you? We're not seeing this.
If you do it without the music, we should be okay. There won't be any copyright.
No?
There won't be any strikes.
Oh, without the music, right? Without sound.
Yeah, without sound. But so
Where are you?
they were in this video, and I was like, and I love rockabilly, so I'm like, oh, it had nothing to do with the song, like the theme of the video. So all of a sudden, I just started Googling like who are these actors, and I ended up he's a singer. He's the bass player for his group. So, if you have closed captions, so it's an elderly Japanese couple,
Right.
and they take a pill, and it returns them back to their youth. They're a married couple, and they get 24 hours to be at their peak in their 20s, and then they're going to pass away because they're going to die. Yeah. So there's the pill, probably a Dayquil or something.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
NyQuil or Dayquil. Yeah. How did you find this?
I'm literally watching YouTube one night, just literally by myself.
Yeah.
And then so there's Johnny when he's young, and then there's Masaki.
Mm.
And so they get to go out and live their life. They get in fights, get tattoos, drink, dance, because these are the guys that dance at the Yamashita Park in Yokohama. And so
Yamashita Koen. Yeah.
So they live their best life for 24 hours, and then they get to pass away.
Pass away.
So I just literally was like, that's pretty cool.
Mm.
And we were planning on going to Japan, so I was like,
So this was this year?
no, I interviewed him a couple years ago. We originally planned to go to Japan in 2020, and then
for the COVID, right?
and it's got
Right.
how many views?
8.16 million subscribers.
No, but 258 million views.
Wow,
Quarter-
258 million views.
A 250 million views, and over a billion streams on Spotify for the song. But so he, this is what he does. So
Have you seen him? Do you know him? Huh? Oh, really?
And so when we were in Japan,
Youngblood.
we stayed in Shinjuku, the last part,
Yeah.
and we took a train out to where they were performing. At, what's the bar? Forget the bar name.
Mm.
So we saw him perform there, and then a week later he
You
was
saw him perform there?
Yeah.
You did?
And
Wow.
then he came here and performed in downtown LA 2 weeks later.
Really?
Yeah. He was on tour here in LA.
Wow. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a coincidence that you actually found this.
So, as random as it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've walked through grocery stores hearing music, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what that guy's doing. And then I come back, and
That's how you get your guests?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's your personality and your...
well, I'm inquisitive, and I get it. Like, some people are like, why would you do that, Pete? I'm like, well, why do you go fishing?
No, I'm with you, man.
No, I know, but I'm like, why do you go fishing on the weekends?
Yeah.
Why do you go ride your motorcycle? Why do you,
All right. This is what you like to do.
Yeah, so
I like to do. That's why I'm interested in your life, and I'm...
Now, I'm interested in yours. We're going to talk about travel
you
someday.
sharing that. Yeah, definitely. But,
I like the fact that you say you hated it.
hated traveling?
Yeah.
Oh,
Most people love it.
I'll tell you a little brief preview of it. I hated it because I was on my own. I was only 22, 23, traveling around the world. No friends. You're on your own. You come back home, all your kids like 21, 22.
They're all hanging out.
They're like hanging out, but they're not really like, I say, let's go do something. Let's go travel to Pebble Beach to play golf. They're like, I don't have the money. Yeah. It's totally different.
It's a different lifestyle. And that's when singers travel more than anybody I've talked to.
Yeah.
Some business people travel quite a bit. I've had a couple private jet guys,
Right.
we talk about why they had a private jet, which makes sense. They got the money.
They got the money.
The
Much
time
faster and easier.
savings.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the athletes, I've talked about to ice dancers and skaters that world champ Olympians, and like how do you stay in shape when you're traveling, jet lag and eating and all that.
Right.
It's just interesting.
So people listen to his podcast, and hopefully I'll be on it soon. And thank you for long conversation and sharing all your background, and hopefully your grandkids will listen to this.
I know.
One day.
I'm gonna send it to them. They have to.
Okay.
I'll just tie him down in front of the TV.
Pete, thank you so much. Nice meeting you.
Thank you so
Appreciate it. Yeah.
I'll say this wrong, but arigato gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you.